we're going to try this. So for a lot of you, we are getting so close to the end of Mac B. So I am going to start at the earliest point. So some of this will be repetitive for a few of you. And read forward to the end. So here we left off with Mac and the KGB man getting ready to have a karate fight. You want this stuff back? I'll give you a chance. You and I will have a competition. Deal, I said. And I reached for a white pawn. It is a lot easier to win at chess if you make the first move. Not chess, he said. Karate. The KGB man tore off his uniform, and underneath he was wearing a white gi with a black belt. At this point, it should be clear that I did not know karate. Hi-ya! Shouted the KGB man. He leapt across the desk and sat on me with furious chops and punches. Books were knocked everywhere. The chess set was toppled to the floor, and Freddie began barking furiously and wagging his tail. I don't think Freddie was much help for him. For a time, I was able to hide underneath the desk. I flashed back to everything I knew about karate from listening to the kids talk about it in the schoolyard. Derek LaFoy was always going on about pressure points. He said the human body had 7 of them, and in a single hit, you could knock someone out. Often, he would demonstrate by aiming a slow motion chop at the crook of my neck. I wouldn't actually do it, he would say, or otherwise I could go to jail. So here, Mac is just pointing out where some of the pressure points are for when you do karate. Pressure points? They were my only hope. Hi-ya! I cried. I rushed out from beneath the desk and I attempted to land a chop on the KGB man's neck. But the KGB man swept my legs and I fell to the ground. Give up, he said. Never. He twisted my arm behind my back and pushed my face right into the carpet. It was a beautiful rug. Give up. No, I said. My defiant answer was muffled somewhat by the carpet, but the KGB man placed me in a vicious headlock. His bicep was lodged against my windpipe. I could hardly breathe. Freddie, I cried. Help! Attack! Freddie was just in the corner, joyfully licking some spilled milk. I rolled my eyes and then got an idea. I don't know what Freddie's purpose is in all of this. I tucked my chin into the crook of the KGB man's elbow and I licked it. Ew! The KGB man leapt up and he wiped his arm on his gi. I rose to my feet and assumed a tough karate pose. Did you just lick my arm? The KGB man asked. Yeah, I said. And I nodded at Freddie, who seemed to be wagging at me pretty admirably. Said the KGB man. Okay, that is enough karate. He picked up his chair and sat back down at his desk, and with a fancy tea towel, he wiped my spit off of his arm. I won, I said. The KGB man shook his head. No, you did not win. Okay, I said, then let's call it a draw. There we go. No, said the KGB man. You were very much outmatched. But you did not give up. I do admire your spirit, and so I will offer you a trade. Please, sit down. So I did. What do I want with this spoon? I have plenty of spoons. What do I want with this painting? It doesn't even go with the decor in my house. What do I want with this Game Boy? I have already beaten the game Spy Master. You beat it, I said. Yes, first try. Well, it is an okay game, pretty fun, but why do the bad guys have to be KGB men? Well, that's how it always is, I said. But not in the Soviet Union, said the KGB man. In any case, I will trade you all these things for something much more valuable. Your American blue jeans. What? I said. Da, said the KGB man. What does that mean? Yes. So here, he wants the famed blue jeans that are faded in all the right places, because back in the 80s, that mattered. But why do you want my blue jeans? I will tell you a story, said the KGB man. In 1898, in 1898, oh boy, I said. In 1898, said the KGB man, the building we are sitting in now was built. It was the offices of all the Russia insurance companies, which was a giant company that sold insurance in all of Russia. Well, good name, I said. Da, said the KGB man. But in 1917, there was a revolution. The Emperor of Russia was executed. Regicide, I said. I don't even know what that word is, said the KGB man. Oh, well, it's from the Latin, I said. The Emperor of Russia was replaced with the chairman of Council of People's Commissioners of the Soviet Union. Oh, that's a long name, I said. Yeah, they got rid of the eagles on flags and replaced them with hammers and sickles. And in the building, they got rid of the All Russian Insurance Company and replaced it with All Russian Extraordinary Commission for Combating Counter-Revolution and Sabotage. Ooh, that's a really long name, I said. It's too long, said the KGB man. So the All Russian Extraordinary Commission for Combating Counter-Revolution and Sabotage started calling itself the Cheka. And then the Cheka started calling itself the GPU. And then the GPU started calling itself the OGPU. And then the OGPU started calling itself the NKVD. Finally, the NKVD started calling itself the KGB. Who knows? Maybe one day we change our name again. All these names, they mean the same. They're still secret agents. But what does that have to do with my jeans? I asked. After the revolution, everything was different. No emperor, no eagles, no insurance companies, and no jeans. In the Soviet Union, American blue jeans were banned. Banned? Yes, against the law. So it was true. The KGB man gazed sadly at his pale green walls. When I was a child, I caught jeans fever. I saw a picture in a magazine, a boy and a girl in America. They were dancing in a basement wearing their blue jeans. They were so happy. Their jeans were so perfectly faded that I had to have a pair. For a single moment, the KGB man seemed to be just a KGB boy, begging his mother for some back-to-school jeans. But he slammed his fist against the desk. Russian jeans, they are no good, said the KGB man. They do not fade. I have tried to boil them, run them over with a motorcycle, tie them in knots, and throw them in the river, but no good. But you travel around the world, I said. Why don't you just buy some American blue jeans and bring them back? The KGB man shook his head. That is a crime. A jean crime? For smuggling blue jeans, a Russian would lose their job and go to jail. That is why I needed you, an American. I needed you to wear your jeans here. Wait, I said. This whole thing, the spoon, the Mona Lisa, it was all a ploy to just get some blue jeans? Yes. Stealing my Game Boy? Yes. Even the call to my hotel in Paris? KGB man sighed. Yes, obviously. But you told me to drop the case. Why would you tell me to quit if you wanted me to follow you to Moscow? There are some children, said the KGB man, that when you tell them not to do something, they want to do it even more. And I thought you seemed to be one of these children. That sounds like something this guy I know, Craig, would say. Only he speaks in better English. KGB man shrugged. Well, I am Russian. I find this all hard to believe. And yet, this is totally real, said the KGB man. You see, I am the one who is moving the pieces. Seems like a whole lot of trouble to go through for some genes. But what do people want more than anything else, said the KGB man. They want what they cannot have. I looked down at my jeans. They were perfectly faded, and there was no way my mom was going to buy me a new pair. But I had a duty to the Queen. Okay, I said. Excellent, said the KGB man. I handed over my jeans, and the KGB man handed over the loot. Chapter 16, and we'll pick up in a little bit.